Firstly, I got into cricket when I was a bit younger. My dad was a coach at a local club where my brother played. And I used to just go down on Saturday, watch my brother play, and then stay on after, hit some balls with my dad and like a few mates and that. I started at that local club, but they didn't have a big youth section, so I moved to sort of a local club that was a little bit bigger. And then in Cornwall, I got picked up for the Cornwall age groups at about 10 years old and played all the way through till 16. There's always been a link with Cornwall and Nottingham through a couple of coaches there, and then I got invited on a tour to Sri Lanka when I was 15, and I did alright on the tour, and then after that they basically invited me to move up there to go to school for sixth form, and that's when I signed on the academy, my first deal on the academy, and moved up there about 16. I mean, it was tough to start, but I knew a few of the lads from the previous two tours I've been on in Sri Lanka, so that helped, and also a good mate of mine was already at the school I was moving to, so that made it easier. But yeah, no, it's tough, especially at 16. Being 7 hours away from home was pretty tough, yeah. Yeah, great time in Notts for those 4 years, because there was a group of us on the academy that sort of worked all the way through the academy and broke into sort of the first team squads. So I lived with a lot of them, and I had a great time just with 5 or 6 of us, like real good mates, through the second 11 academy stuff and then onto the first team stuff. When I was there was quite a big link between the academy and the first team, because Notts was slightly different to a lot of other clubs, where you'd stay on the academy a lot longer, so you could be 20, 21 on the academy back then. So you actually trained full time as an academy player with all the pros. So actually the first team squad was quite small and the academy squad was fairly large. Yeah, it was real tough to take, because I'd actually had 2 really good years at Notts. I led the runs for 2 years in a row in the second 11. The week before I actually got released, I scored 180, and then they called me in. I was pretty convinced I was going to get something, and I found out the news that Haseeb Hamid from Lancashire had been released and they were going to sign him over me. I now want to move more into sort of the strength and conditioning world. Like, I found a real passion in trying to help athletes to become the best they can become, and because of my background I feel like I can push people and say, you know, these small details that I sort of can pick up on might push them to become slightly better than I was.